Let's see who we get to come on for this chocolate vegan cake. All right. I just got the notification that I'm on. So hopefully YouTube will get the notification and Facebook will get the notification. I am not on Instagram at this moment. So hello, there are 3 of you on. Okay, so since there are 3 of you on, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi, Mama E. What's up? I'm getting ready to make this cake. I'm getting ready to do it. I got my mixing bowl, and I got all of my ingredients. So, good evening to you and the 5 others that are on. I don't know who you are, but welcome to Bev's Midday Cafe. Even though it's not midday, it is in the evening. Hi, Sister Mason. How are you, love? Yeah, so I'm going to hurry up and do this. I know. I know you watching. Mama, yeah, I know you watching. So, the ingredients. What are the ingredients? Now, I've got 4 people on. I don't know if I should go ahead and get started. I'll wait till some more people come on. Some of them may be heading to IG, Instagram, but I'm not going to do 3 platforms. I'm just going to do, hi Rhonda, I'm just going to do YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so you ready, Rhonda? Mama E's watching, and Mr. Shirley Mason is on. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get started, y'all, because I got a lot more other things I have to do before I go to bed. I have a lot more to prepare order-wise before I go to bed. But I want to do this vegan chocolate cake. So I've got pretty much all the utensils that I need. And I have my list of ingredients. And I'm looking at the ingredients right here. And just so you know, I got this recipe from a group that I'm part of. It's called Black Girl Cooking. And so the gal that did this particular recipe, she said she got out of her comfort zone and did a chocolate vegan cake. And so I asked her to send me the recipe because vegan is my comfort zone. So her name is Beth Croston. She's a part of Black Girls Cooking, which is a group on Facebook that I'm a part of. It's not a vegan group, but there are some on there who are vegan and who venture out into the vegan arena. And so that's where I got this recipe from. When I saw her cake, absolutely gorgeous cake. And she threw me a recipe for her icing, but I found me another vegan chocolate cake icing on Pinterest. So I'm going to use that one. But so the ingredients are, and this is for a sheet cake. So this is the size cake I'm making, this size pan. Her recipe was for an 8 by 8 pan. So, of course, I had to double that, and which is what I'm going to do. So, my recipe, altered for a sheet, is 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to start with our dry ingredients and mix those first. So, 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. 2 cups of white sugar, but of course I use organic, unrefined sugar, so it's not white. It has a caramel color because there's no bleaching process that has taken place in this sugar. So there's my 2 cups of unrefined sugar, organic, unrefined sugar. And I don't know how to keep this screen from going blank. I got to learn all the bells and whistles of this new phone. All right, and then a half a cup of cocoa. And this is the cocoa powder that I told you about earlier today that I bought. Okay, so it's keto cacao powder, okay, vegan. So I've got that right here. 1/4 of a cup is her recipe, so I've got a half a cup of cacao powder. Going to go ahead and dump that in there. These are all my dry ingredients. And then 2 teaspoons of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. And that's right here. 2 teaspoons of baking soda and a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to put that in here. So those are all my dry ingredients. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slowly blend those dry ingredients. Okay. Got this on a slow speed. And it'll kind of break up this cocoa. This is for real though, cocoa, y'all. It's getting all up in my... I'm breathing it in, about to choke. You never think cocoa would do that to you, but this is pure, unadulterated, organic cocoa. And that's why this cake is going to be delicious. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so I think that has been blended very well. I'm going to do it with a spoon and just turn it just a little bit. Okay, that's even better. So I blended it a little bit with the mixer, and now I'm just going to toss it around with this spoon so that everything is evened out and mixed really well. So those are my dry ingredients. I'm going to get my wet ingredients here in just a moment, but I want to go ahead and prep my pan for when I get ready, when I get done mixing the batter, okay? So I'm going to take my nonstick coconut oil spray. I'm just going to spray my pan. And then I'm going to get some of this unbleached flour over here. About a tablespoon of it. I'm going to toss it around in this pan. And go ahead and coat my pan. Okay, that's my oven. It's set at 350 and it's ready to go. And this cake is supposed to take 25 minutes to bake once I get all the ingredients. So there's my floured pan. I'm just going to set this over here until I'm done mixing. All right, so my wet ingredients are 2 cups of water, and this is alkaline water, 2/3 cup of vegetable oil, and I'm using safflower oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 teaspoons of vinegar. And I think those are all my wet ingredients. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to add the vanilla here to the oil, and then I'm going to add the vinegar to the oil. And I'll start with the 2 cups of water. These are all of my wet, and I'm just going to mix it as I pour it in here. Now, I've never added vinegar. I'm not sure why vinegar, but, you know, I'm going to do what they say do. Anybody else ever add vinegar to a cake mix? I've never done that. Man, it smells chocolatey, that's for sure. Okay, and I'm going to mix this until it's well blended. It smells wonderful. I thought about, instead of using 2 cups of water, to use 2 cups of black coffee. I have been told that black coffee makes chocolate cake just sing. But I'm just going to do it by the recipe this time, and next time maybe I'll do 2 cups of room temperature black coffee, strong black coffee. All right, so now I'm going to add the oil, the vinegar, and the vanilla. I'm going to continue to mix that until the oil is gone. It's not floating on top. And this is a very smooth, creamy looking batter. Looks like a cake batter to me. Beautiful and smooth. The reason I really like this recipe is because I don't have to create an egg substitute. It does not call for egg substitutes or eggs. So I'm really excited to see how this will turn out. So I didn't have to use a flaxseed egg. I didn't have to use a chickpea egg. I didn't have to use an arrowroot egg. It called for no eggs. So I just gave you all of the ingredients for this wonderful, smooth, chocolatey cake mix. I'm going to bring it in a little closer. I'll tilt it just a little bit so you can see it. And so there it is. That's the cake mix. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour it in this pan. And we're going to bake it for 25 minutes. I'm going to put a toothpick in it and see what it looks like. And if it looks good, then wonderful. I think I need a little more flour over here on this side. I kind of missed a corner. Getting it floured. Now the entire pan's floured. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. Pour it in there. And we're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. And while this is beginning to bake, we're going to go ahead and make the icing that is to go on this cake. I just, you know what? I always do it. I'm going to do it too. I want to taste this. Well, the cake batter's good. What? Okay. So, let me put that in there. I'm going to set the timer for 25 minutes. All right, and see what happens. Y'all, the batter is good. Oh my God. And I can lick it because it's vegan. There ain't no raw eggs in here. So, but you remember how when you were young and your mom let you eat the cake batter even with the raw eggs in it? And then now they tell you, don't eat batter with raw eggs. But y'all, the batter, I can only imagine what this cake is going to taste like. Okay. So the next thing I want to make is the icing. This icing has 5 ingredients. And it's said to be very simple. So we're gonna find out if it really is. Let me get my little phone. I need to clean up this area. I'm probably going to need, I've used both my measuring cups, so I'm going to need to probably, clean one of these out. Okay. Definitely going to have to clean my mixing beaters. So those are. Sure, I'm going to need another to use this measuring cup again. So I'm going to need to use that. I'm going to need to use these. So we'll go ahead and get those cleaned off. I may need a couple of other things, but let's look at the recipe. So the recipe for this icing that I got off of Pinterest, and I'm going to go to my app. For those of you who have the Pinterest app, you could probably go to it too if you want. But I'm looking here. Where's Pinterest? There it is. Okay. And I need to go. Okay. There it is. Okay. So vegan chocolate frosting. I have it pinned to my Pinterest. For those of you on Pinterest, you can go to Beverly Woodard. I have a Pinterest account. And I have pinned to one of my boards icings. And the one I have, one of the two that I have is vegan chocolate frosting. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. How to make vegan chocolate frosting. Here it is. And we have 5 ingredients. All I need are these 5 ingredients. Okay, so let's see what those are. It's saying, okay, jump to recipe. That's what I want to do. Jump to the recipe. Is it going to let me do it? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, they have all these advertisements. And you got to skip over all of that to get to the recipe. It's asking me all these other questions, telling me all about all this other stuff. Here we are. Okay. Okay, so I hope I have 3 3/4 cup powdered sugar, because if I don't, I'm in trouble. Oh my Lord, I got, okay, 1 cup of powdered sugar. Melvin, you got to go to the store. I'm trying to figure out who used my powdered sugar. Okay, no. Nope, I don't have powdered sugar. Okay. No, this ain't 3 3/4 cups. This ain't enough. This ain't enough. So, I won't be making that icing right now. But Melvin's going to have to run to the store and get me a bag of powdered sugar. Can you do that for Mama? Y'all, tell Melvin to go. Tell Melvin to go get it. Okay, so yeah, I need okay, so the ingredients are 3 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which I'm going to use again, 3 tablespoons of vegan butter, and 4 to 5 tablespoons of soy milk or some other non-dairy milk. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to be using oat milk. Mama E said, thank you, Melvin. Okay, so what I need to do, oh, I think I already have it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it said 3 tablespoons of vegan butter. I think this is about 3 tablespoons. Let's see. And I'm liking, this butter is room temperature, so it's going to blend a lot more easier than this butter that's been sitting in the refrigerator. But I'm pulling out a stick of this butter because I want to see if in fact there is 3 tablespoons of this vegan butter. All right, so I'm looking, you know how they have the measurements on here? So the tablespoons come out to be about, oh yeah, I got about 4 tablespoons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to need to take away about 1/4 of an inch of this butter that's already room temperature. I'm going to go ahead and sit this out because I have some other things I need to do, and I need the butter to be room temperature. Okay, so, and then I also need the 4 tablespoons of the cacao keto powder. Okay, 4 tablespoons. Let me see here. Okay, here's my tablespoon. And I need to put it in a bowl. So 4 tablespoons. We're going to go ahead and get that out. Okay. The one thing about baking is very precise, and so I want to make sure I have 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to take the back of this butter knife and I'm going to tap to make sure the cocoa powder is down in the tablespoon, and then I'm just going to go across the top like that. You have to be careful with this pure cocoa powder though, because it cakes a lot. Okay, and I need 4 tablespoons of that. I almost want to double this recipe because I don't know about y'all, I like a lot of icing. I don't like no little thin layer of icing on my cake. I like 1/4 inch of icing. Oh my goodness, like Sister Woodard. I'm just telling what the Lord loves. The truth. Okay, so there's 2. And then we need 3. 3 and 4. 4 tablespoons of cacao powder. So I've got that. I've got the 4 tablespoons of powder. I've got the vegan butter right here. And I need 4 to 5 tablespoons of soy milk. You know what? I thought I had some soy milk, but I don't. So I'm just going to go with this vanilla oat milk. And I need 4 or 5 tablespoons of that. So, y'all know me. I'm going to get me another little bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it said 4 to 5, and I'm assuming that they're saying that because I may need to add a little bit more. So you add it gradually till you get the texture that you're looking for. All right, then a teaspoon of vanilla. I got my vanilla over here. And all I really need to do is make sure I've got my teaspoon. And I think I just used both of my teaspoons. I have 2. So I'm going to take one, rinse that one off. So I've got my teaspoon and I've got my vanilla. And that's what I need. 3 tablespoons of vegan butter, 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, the milk, and all I'm waiting on now is powdered sugar from Melvin. I don't know what he doing. He still haven't left yet, y'all. But praise God, Meyer is right across the way. So let me see what the directions say. Instructions. Add the powdered sugar, cocoa powder, vegan butter, vanilla around the half soy milk bowl, electric mixer. Start mixing on low, gradually moving higher. La, la, la. All right, it should be thick, but still easily spreadable, so it won't slide off cake. So if it's not thick enough, add a little more powdered sugar. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Now, hopefully this is going to be enough. If it's not enough icing, y'all know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make another batch. It's like I said, on top of my cakes, and anybody who's ever had my cakes, I don't like to go skimpy on the icing. You know, I don't like, these little thin layer icing on no cake. If you're going to ice the cake, ice the cake. Put icing on at least a quarter of an inch of icing. All right? All right. So, who else just come on? Carolyn, hi. Carolyn Maxwell. Yes, Melvin helped mommy out. Linda Grooms, what you said, at least. At least, child, at least. Okay, so I'm waiting on him to come back with that powdered sugar. And let me I don't know what he's doing. I need to wipe up this little bit of cocoa powder. Okay. Cacao. That's how you say it. Cacao powder. Cacao. There we go. Okay. Okay, so here's Melvin, y'all. Come say hi to the people. Come say hi if I hit you.
Hello, everyone. We got to make sure you all get your cake, so I'm going to go get some icing and a couple other things. But it's good to see everybody. We got on here.
How are you?
Sister Smith, Sister Mason. What's up, y'all? All right. So, yep, I'll be getting that icing here soon. I've never had this vegan chocolate cake before, so I'm excited to see what this tastes like.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to come on now. Come on, go get my ice. Go.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, I want the big bag. No, I want the big bag of confection sugar. You get the Maya brand.
How much is it?
It's just enough. You got the keys?
Yeah, the key.
Okay. All right, so hurry up.
Okay.
Chop, chop. Carolyn said, don't take all evening.
Don't take all evening? All right.
Brandy, thank you for helping your mom out. She said, thank you for helping your mom.
Yes.
And Albert Michael said hi.
What's up, Albert?
Okay, so I got, huh?
Just get confection sugar.
Yeah, it can be Domino's or in Maya brand. It's all confection sugar. It ain't. It's all good. Okay, so while we're waiting on Melvin to get back, we got 9 minutes and 14 seconds before this cake is supposed to come out. And I'm going to tell y'all what, that cake is rising without any eggs. Yes, no eggs and no egg replacements. I'm all over that. I like egg replacements, but they're a lot of work. And all egg replacements don't work in all recipes. So I like that this recipe doesn't even require any eggs. So I don't have to do any egg replacement. And so it's still vegan. Yes. Yes. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, you guys need to know I got all my veggies lined up for this vegan stir fry. Okay, Rumwood's warming up his coffee. Vegan stir fry. Shh, they can see you, Daddy. They're looking right at you. Okay, so vegan stir fry and my rainbow Eden soup. And I also, y'all pray for me. I'm going to try and get those rolls done, those vegan rolls done this evening before I go to bed. The stir fry, all I have to do is prep those vegetables and get those together, because I won't stir fry those until in the morning. But half the battle, well, I'm not going to say half the battle. 70% of the battle for the stir fry is prepping, cleaning, washing, and cutting up the veggies that go in it. Putting it in the pan and stir frying it, it's no mystery. That's pretty simple. And really the same for my rainbow soup. Now the rainbow soup, of course, I'm going to be starting because I got a lot of orders for rainbows, for that rainbow soup. For real, y'all. I got lots of orders for that rainbow soup. So I'm going to have to use my largest stock pot, which is this one. This is the pot I'm going to have to cook in because I've got so many orders. Okay. So this is it. I'm going to sit it right here. It's going to be sitting right there. And to that, I'm going to already begin to add. I'm going to start off with at least 2 cartons of organic vegetable broth, okay? And that's my base. So the organic vegetable broth, and then the organic diced tomatoes, okay? So I've got 2 cans of that. I think I better go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and do 3 organic vegetables broth, and that's going to go, all that's going to go in here. That's how I started out. That's my base. And then you start adding seasonings and vegetables. But you all know me. I don't just throw raw veggies into a pot and cook it. I chop them up and I sweat them so that the flavor is just awesome. And then I add them to the mixture. So I'll sweat them. I'm going to sweat my carrots. I'm going to sweat my celery, sweat my onion. The only thing I don't sweat is my red skin potatoes. And what else? I don't sweat the cabbage. I don't sweat the kale. But I do. I know what I do. And I don't sweat the corn because it's going to be fresh corn cut off the cob. So I don't sweat that. But the majority of the vegetables will get sweat and then will get added to the stock pot. So I'm going to start with these 3. All right. Take these on in here. Okay. All right, so we got 3 cartons of vegetable stock, and now I'm going to add 2 cans of these diced organic tomatoes. going. All right. Okay, so that's starting to come to a boil. I'll let it start simmering a little bit, and then I turn it down and let it just keep simmering at a low heat while I cut up other vegetables and get ready to sweat those. Mama's girl, I know. She's waiting on her soup and her cornbread. And who is it, sis? Okay, hey, Sister Russell. How are you, love? Good to see that you're on. So I've got my celery here. Got this big old, and I just cut off the bottom, just like that. And I get ready to wash it. Yeah. And like these parts right here, I'll take the caps off, the leaves, and I wash those and I keep them. And I boil them when I make my own vegetable stock from scratch. Because there are those times I make my own vegetable stock. If I've got a lot of veggie caps and veggie tops, and, you know, the part of the vegetable that we typically don't like to put in our foods, I hang on to them and I make a vegetable stock. And if I have enough of it left over, I put it in the freezer. But yeah, so this is all my celery. I'm going to just throw it over here in this sink. Get ready to wash it. Move this mixing bowl. Yeah, so I'm going to be using an entire thing of celery here. I may have to end up cutting up another half of celery because I need celery for the soup and I need celery for the stir fry as well. But so you see these little green parts here? These have a lot of flavor. A lot of flavor. And so I rinse them off and I save them and I make my own vegetable stock. Okay. Now that's the butter for the cake. Let's see what it looks like, y'all. Oh my goodness, it has risen. All right, I gotta find me a toothpick. Where's my toothpicks? Here they are. We're gonna put a toothpick in the middle. If it comes out clean, I'll take it out. If it doesn't come out clean, I'm gonna let it bake just a little while longer. So I'm gonna gradually pull it out because I don't want nothing to collapse. And I'm looking at it. And it's still jiggling just a little bit. And that alone tells me that no, it's not ready. So we're going to let it bake just a little while longer. Yeah, it's still jiggling in the middle. Let's go for about... We'll go for about 8 more minutes and see what happens, okay? But as I was saying, so I hang on to these. So while I wash my other celery, I wash these off too. I put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in the crisper, if I'm going to use them soon, or I will put them in the freezer. You can still make stock from them even though you've put them in the freezer. Okay, so I'm going to put these over in the sink with the rest of the celery. And this part, I just throw it away. I don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to throw that away. The other thing that I'm going to need is some onion. And I've got these nice, big, beautiful onions. Here's one. I'll probably end up using about 1.5 because these are very large onions. Okay, very large onions. Let me get this little mini cutting board out. I got a mini cutting board and then I got a big one. So I take the cap and the bottom off, and then I slice through that first layer on the onion and just take that away. That first layer of onion, and remove that, and then you're left with this. I'm going to rinse that off before I cut it up. I'm going to do the same thing with this onion. Just slice through that initial layer. Take that off. Like that. Extra skin, okay? What did I do with my little bag of I don't need it no more. My little bag of is going to the trash. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Alright, the other thing I need for my soup is a green pepper, a red pepper, and I'm going to use a small yellow pepper. So all those, actually I'm not going to use a yellow pepper, I'm just going to use a red and a green. And I may do another green. So red, green. Yeah, I'll do those two. I'm going to save that yellow pepper for my stir fry, to go in my Asian stir fry. But you all remember how I told you how I cut the peppers. I'm going to go ahead and get those stickers off of them. You know, the stickers that come on all the peppers. Get those off. Okay, so I start off by cutting off the bottom. Then I cut off the top. And when you cut that top off, the stem part just pops right out. And you got all that wonderful pepper to use. Okay, and then I cut this side, and I cut this side. Now open it up like that, and you just pull the seeds right out without them getting all over the place. Okay, so there's that piece of pepper. And here's the other piece of pepper. Okay, so I've got those pieces. Then I'm going to cut the bottom of this green pepper. Like so, like that. Put those halves there. Open it right up. I literally could save these seeds and let Jackson use them for his little garden box. I went and bought him 2 huge bags of planting soil. So we're going to turn the soil that's in there, going to clean it out, treat it, and then we're going to add some new soil to his plant box. And we got to figure out what we're going to plant for this season. Definitely want to do tomatoes. He really likes watermelons. I don't know. He's kind of changed his mind about watermelons. He's now into oranges. But we can't grow the oranges. It ain't gonna happen. So I got to figure out actually what he wants to grow, and then we're going to get some of those seeds. I've already bought some seeds for. I'm going to start. You know how you start the little plants to germinate, and then you put them into the box. So I've got some jalapeno pepper seeds, and I've got some sweet basil seeds. So what I'm going to do is start my own little plant trays and begin to get the little plants going, and then we're going to take them over to Jackson's garden box and take the little plants and put them into his garden box. So I got those seeds. I'm going to get some other seeds. I've already got my little potting soil. Now I'm going to put all these veggies over here with the rest of them. Over here in the sink. And we'll give all that second wash and rinse before I cut them all up. And sweat them in some safflower oil and then put them in the pot. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I got some potting soil. You know, I'm starting to smell this cake now. Whenever you can smell the cake, that's how you know it's done. See, oh yeah, now that looks like it's done. The center was still kind of low, and then when I moved the cake, you could see it jiggling. I'm like, that's not done. So 25 minutes at 350. No, it's going to be more like 35 minutes. 35 to 40 minutes. That's one thing you can't take these recipes lock, stock, and barrel. You got to use your better judgment. Let me get another toothpick. And let's see if it comes out clean. Nope, that's still a little wet. You see that? See that wet tip? That means not ready to come out. But it did rise more in the middle. So whereas it was 25 minutes, and I got I gotta qualify why she said 25 minutes. She was baking a 4x4, a 8x8 cake. I've got an entire sheet. So the time is going to be greater because I have a larger cake. So it probably should have been like 40 minutes. So I'm going to add about 6 more minutes. But as you can see, you see how the tip there is very moist? That's how I know the cake is not ready. And those of you who bake know that's how you can tell the cake is not ready. Oh, okay. So I don't know where Melvin is. The lines must be long in Meyer. Okay. I wanted to show you something though. Uh-oh. I got the dropsies. Okay, so I wanted to show you the potting soil, the potting mix, Miracle Grow. This is what I'm going to use to make my own little trays And I mean, you can literally use an ice tray and begin and put the soil in there and put the seeds in there and let them begin to germinate and create the little plants. And then you take the little plants, then we'll take the little plants out to Joshua's garden box. Joshua. I call Jackson Joshua all the time, just so y'all know. I call that boy Joshua and he looks at me, says, "Get mama, I'm not Uncle Josh." I'm not Josh. She doesn't call him Uncle Josh. She calls Melvin Uncle Melvin, but he calls Josh Josh, and he calls Alice Alice. He calls Chrissy Auntie Chrissy, but I don't know what it is. But so this is Miracle-Gro potting mix. Grows plants twice as big, and it feeds it for up to 6 months. But I'm going to start out the little plants. I'm going to start out with the seeds, make them little plants, and then we're going to take the little plants and we're going to add them to Jackson's garden box. So I wanted you to see how I'm getting ready. I'm raising up a little horticulturalist. Our job right now is to get Jackson to eat vegetables. He loves to grow them. He loves to look at them. He loves to draw them. And when he draws them, and one day I'm going to show you all how he's very good at drawing them. He puts faces on them, and he cuts them out very well. He is definitely ready to go to school. I hope they're ready for him, because I think he really is ahead of where his peers may be. Because his daddy's always teaching him all the time. He's teaching him how to write. He knows how to write his name. He knows his ABCs, his numbers, his colors. He knows every fruit you can think of and vegetable. But he's really ready for school. And if the Lord says the same, he's going to be starting school in August. Mommy and Daddy have got him signed up. They're a little apprehensive because they don't know where this COVID thing's going to be. But they did sign him up. And, if they decide, hey, no, maybe we shouldn't, maybe we need to homeschool, then, that's something they'll have to discuss at that time. But he definitely is ready for school. So, okay, so I got all those vegetables in there. And the next thing I need to do, I got this kale. I don't think I want to do the kale next. I think I want to do I'm going to push the kale in there. Because the kale, I got to clean out an entire sink, chop it up, and wash it. I have to do a bath with the kale. The cabbage is another thing. So I've got a green cabbage right here. Nice size green cabbage. And I also have a red cabbage. But now the red cabbage is for the Asian stir fry. Okay, so I've got the red cabbage and I've got the green cabbage. And I pretty much, when I'm in the store, I take off the big green leaves because you have to cook them longer, and so I take them off before I even weigh it because I'm like, I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to pay for these big old green leaves. So I pull them off, and I end up with the part that we really do like. And this is how I cut my cabbage. I cut each side off until I'm down to the core. Okay, so there's one side I cut off. Then I do another side. And I do another side. And then I do that final side until I'm left with, you know, that core right there. Okay, let's see. We're going to get another toothpick. We're going to get another toothpick. Pull it forward. It's getting there. I probably need about 3 or 4 more minutes. The toothpick is getting drier and drier. So here's this one. It's only a little bit on the tip. You see that? What I need for it to do is to come out clean. And then we'll be good. Okay, now I need to, let's see here. Finish cutting up this cabbage. So I cut it up in like squares. And I add it. And this is how, you know, it'll get added to the soup mixture. Now, I need to be using my wonderful scooper that was gifted to me by Sister Mason. I absolutely love that thing. I'm doing it the hard way right now. But this Rachel Ray scooper, watch this, y'all. So you just, you see that? You just dump it right in there. Okay, and then, is that you, Melvin? Hey. Melvin, you got powdered sugar?
Powdered sugar.
Melvin's got powdered sugar. So this is all the cabbage that's going to go into the Asian stir fry, and also, well, not all of it. Some of it's going to go. The majority of it's going in that soup, and some of it will go in the Asian stir fry. Okay, so there's all my cabbage. It's ready to get rinsed and spun. So we rinse it and then we spin it. Okay, so Melvin, thank you so much. Look, y'all, powdered sugar. Okay, so let me get this out the way. And we're going to make our icing. You smell that cake, Melvin? You should see it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful cake. But what I did is I've said 25 minutes, but that was 25 minutes for a 8x8 cake. This is a full pan, so I've been having to keep starting back up because toothpick don't come out clean. If the toothpick doesn't come out clean, then cake's not ready. Okay. So let's make this icing, y'all. Okay, and there's the cake. Let's get another toothpick. I think this is going to do it. Aha! Aha! Yes, Beverly. I can't find my. Okay. So there it is, y'all. Perfect. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that cake. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Vernell. You always say that. I always forget. But look at that. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful cake. Beautiful cake. So I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to slide that over. Thank you, baby. I'm going to set it over here so that it can cool. And then we're going to turn this oven off so Ren wouldn't have a fit. Boy, when he come in here and that oven's on and ain't nothing in there, he's like, Bev, are you cooking something? I'm like, no. He says, the oven is still on. The oven is still on. Turn the oven up. Okay, so what was it? 3 and how many cups of I gotta find, okay. So okay, here it is. 3 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. So I'm shaking all this sugar down before I cut this bag open. 3 3/4 cups. Let me get a set of measuring cups. Do I have a, that's a third, that's a half. Did I wash all the measuring cups? Okay. So here's my 1 cup that's clean. But where's my 3/4 cup? Okay. That's 1/2. But maybe I haven't. What I'll do is I'll use my 1/4 cup 3 times. That's what I'll do. All right, so let me get my bowl. Here's my bowl. Gonna cut the bag open. Open it up. I'm gonna tell you what, powdered sugar is everywhere, isn't it? Same with that. Same with that. This in my bowl. Same with the that cocoa powder, just flying everywhere. But I'm gonna, this ain't gonna be easy. Okay. So I'm gonna need 3 3/4 cups. Yep, there's 1. All right, tap, 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 tap. Shake it down in there. Scrape off the top. Go this way. 2. I think this is going to be enough icing. Because I'm looking at the amount of confection sugar the recipe calls for. Three 3 3/4. So I've got a 1/4, and I'm gonna need 3 of these. Because I don't know where my 3/4 cups are. They're probably in the dishwasher or in the sink. It's 1. Y'all hear bags rattling. That's Melvin over here eating something. What are you eating? They can hear that. Can y'all hear Melvin over here rattling this bag? No. Can I mail a piece to Cleveland? Oh, Tara. Hi, darling. How are you? Okay. So this is 3 3/4 cups of confection sugar. We're going to close this up. Set it over here. And put the clip on both of these confection sugar bags. Okay, this stuff is everywhere too, y'all. Confection sugar ain't a joke. It's all over the place. All right. So we got that. Let me just wipe up some of this sugar. Okay, so I've got my 3 3/4 cup of sugar, and I think it just said to mix all of this stuff together. Let me look at it again. All right. There's ingredients. All right, add the powdered sugar, cocoa powder, vegan butter, vanilla, and around half of the soy milk into a bowl of an electric mixer. Start mixing on low, gradually moving it to a higher setting until thick and smooth and creamy. It should be thick, but still okay. All right. So pretty much add everything. How much of vanilla did they say? Yeah, a teaspoon. So teaspoon. Of vanilla, the cocoa, and I'm going to take away a tablespoon of this vegan butter, and that's going to leave me 3 tablespoons softened vegan butter. I'm going to put that in there like that. Get my mixer. And I'm going to put this down in here. And slowly mix. I'm going to add the milk. I think I'm going to end up using all this milk, y'all. Oh, it's starting to look like icing. Look at that. It's beautiful and fluffy. I don't know. I may need to make a second batch. This looks like it'll be enough, but it might not. It said start slow and then speed up, which is what I did. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, I want you to see the frosting. There it is. That's the chocolate frosting that's going to be going on there. And I just need to taste a little bit of it, y'all. Okay. I hope y'all ready for this cake. I hope y'all ready.
I'm ready.
Melvin said he ready. Boy, go, boy. Okay, so here it is. Y'all look at that icing. All right, so I've got to let the cake cool before I put this icing on it. But the icing is done. And then I'm going to put it on that cake. And it's going to be all good. I think I have enough. This is a good deal. This is about, you know how when you buy the cake mixtures, the icings in the store? This looks like about 2 of those containers. So I think I do have enough icing. It tastes wonderful. Y'all gonna love this cake. Whoever ordered it, you're gonna love it. Oh, Doris, if you know the recipe for the cake, I got off of Black Girls Cooking. And that's a group on Facebook. I got it off of there. This one gal posted the cake that she made, and she said she got out of her comfort zone and did a vegan cake. And I said, girl, I'm a vegan, so send me the recipe. And she sent me the recipe for the cake. Now, for the frosting, this frosting is on Pinterest. Go on Pinterest and look for vegan chocolate vegan frosting. You can go on my Pinterest page. I've pinned it to my page, Beverly Woodard on Pinterest. Hi, Marianne. Slyn. Wait till I tell Dr. Woodard you're on, Slyn. Daddy Slyn is on. He said, all right. That's how co-workers treat you when they see you every day. All right. Let's see. Tamara, you said you'll pay for shipping. Girl, you know I can't ship this cake to Cleveland. Although if I'm visiting Mama, I'll make one and you come pick it up from Mama's house. Or if I'm visiting Alex and Chrissy, and I'll make one and you come pick it up from their house there in Cleveland. But Carolyn, okay. And so Doris says, please send me the link. I need recipe for zucchini bread. Oh, you need recipe for zucchini bread? Now, I've never made zucchini bread. I've never made that. I've made banana pecan bread, but I've never made zucchini bread. Now, my banana pecan bread was a hit, but it wasn't vegan. So I've got to find a way to make it vegan so I can start making that again. That's a deal. Okay, Tamara. That's a deal. So I'll let you know. Yes, can you ship a cake? Barbette, girl, you know I can't ship a cake. Texas. You're in Texas. I live down the street from you. Okay, so it's a done deal, Tamara. And she would love to see you anyway, so it's a done deal. But yeah, the cake is ready. It's still very warm. It's not cooled, so I can't put the icing on until the cake is thoroughly cooled. But I am going to continue to do all my baking and cooking. I can put it in the jar. No, I don't need to put it in the jar, girl. I need to put it on that cake when that cake cools. The next thing I probably should make is that cornbread, that pan of cornbread. I make my cornbread in round pans, and this time I'm doing. I'm not doing the vegan Jiffy cornbread. I'm doing cornbread, vegan cornbread from scratch. But yeah, in the future, Barbette, that's a good thing to know that, you know, once I make a frosting, if I have any left, I can put it in a jar. I have plenty mason jars. Let's see who else is on. Who else is on? So I said hi to Doris. Is somebody MLK Garage? Looks great. That's a new name. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. And I saw you, Vernell and Albert Michael, Minister Mason, Sister Russell, Linda Grooms. Yep. And I'm sure, I know there are some that are watching, but you have not made your presence known. I know you're there because there's more than 17. There's less than 17 names here. And it says I have 17 people watching. So thank you for joining, whoever you are. I'm going to get off of here because I got a lot more to do. And I just wanted you all to see me make that cake and make the frosting. But I can't put that frosting on until the cake is cooled. So, love y'all. I'm going to get to cooking here. I've got to make a roll dough. And I'm going to make, I think I'm going to do the cornbread tonight. Typically, I do the cornbread the same day. But because I have to do the stir fry in the morning, I may go ahead and do that cornbread tonight. To cool off your cake a little faster, you can put it in the freezer. 7 minutes at the most. Girl, what you done said. You know, typically I do that, Vernell. I will. If I'm in a hurry, I will put it in the freezer. Deacon Gilbert. What? Deacon Gilbert, I did not know that was your handle on YouTube. How are you, Deacon Gilbert? So glad that you're on this evening. Vernell, I think I will do that, though, for about 7 minutes. I don't want to mess up now. I've never made this cake. Y'all look at this. You see my Eggo waffles? Mini Eggo waffles. That's for Jackson when they come over. Because y'all know we don't do those. We don't do those kind of waffles. No, we do not. Let's see. Do I have room? I got too much stuff in this food. Frozen berries. Oh, look what the birthday boy gets tonight, y'all. His vegan Magnum non-dairy ice cream bars. I think he forgot they were in here. Okay, so I got the cake sitting in there. Now put those there. 7 minutes, you say, Vernell? Do the timer. Okay, 7 minutes at the most. So, Vernell, I'm doing that. I put the timer on. This is the only person I know that can cook all of that food and never get dirty. The cake looks amazing. Thank you. I had somebody come on one time and say, "Girl, where's your apron?" You know what, y'all? I'll be 56, and I don't need added clothing because I will go to sweating. I have all my little silver moments. So, like right now, I am barefoot in my kitchen with no socks, no shoes on because it keeps me cool. Vegan ice cream is an acquired taste. Yes, it is. But, honey, you don't have to acquire a taste for this. Wait a minute. You don't have to acquire no taste for this. It don't even taste like vegan ice cream. See, you all going to force me to eat one in front of you. You're going to force me to do it. You only get 3 in a box, so they are a delicacy. It costs like 4 something for 3, but well worth it. Okay, listen. Tamara, you don't have to acquire no taste for this. Absolutely delicious. This does not taste like vegan. Oh no. But Magnum, they have this one. They have one with the almonds on it. And then they have a salted caramel one. Honey, the regular one is good. So I know the vegan one should be. Yes, the regular one. I used to get Magnums all the time. But when I saw a vegan Magnum bar, I was like, what? I said, that can't taste right. But when we got it and we tasted it, me and Rumwater are hooked. We are hooked on Magnum. So, you're right. They are delicious. And the vegan ones are just as delicious as the regular ones. You know, you can't even tell the difference. I'm not sure what they use. I'm trying to see. Huh. I was trying to see what they use as a base. But I know these are exceptional cocoa beans that come from the rainforest. That's why the chocolate on here is so good. But they're non-dairy. Frozen dessert, plant-based indulgence. Yeah. I was looking for, you know how they tell you whether it's made from almond milk or coconut milk? I was trying to see that. I don't have my glasses on. This print is fine. But there's got to be some. Okay, so chocolate, coconut oil. It says pea protein, sunflower lecithin, locust bean gum. So it must be coconut. It's got to be coconut. And cocoa butter. All I know is it's good. Oh, and here are the other two. These are the other two I told you about. So you got the salted caramel one, and then you've got the other one with non-dairy, the one with almonds. So this one right here is with almonds, and the other one over here is salted caramel. Those are the other two flavors. But they're never there. They sell out first. Those two sell out first, and this is typically what's left. The classic, the one without the nuts or without the caramel. So, put those there. So, I'm going to finish this Magnum bar. Oh, you're allergic to milk? Then you're good. You can eat one of these. Oh, wait a minute. You're allergic to milk and chocolate? Well, this particular chocolate is, because it's non-dairy. I mean, if you're allergic to cacao powder, then that's a problem. But there's no milk in this chocolate. So I bet you've had the salted caramel too. Okay, so I got 28 seconds for now before this cake needs to come out. And you want me to go ahead and ice it? Y'all want me to ice it? 10 seconds. 10 seconds before I have to take this cake out the freezer. Okay. See, the bottom of it is still very hot. It's not very hot, but it's very warm. I mean, I can touch it and I can hold it for a few seconds and then I have to move my hand. So, okay. So, Vernell, if it's still warm on the bottom, should I put that icing on or should I wait till it's thoroughly cooled? I think I should wait till it's thoroughly cooled. Right? Even on the bottom. It is cooler than what it was before I put it in the freezer. But I think I'm going to wait till it gets cool at the bottom as well. And you all will see the finished product. Either I'll come back on or I'll take a picture of it. What you say, Mama E? Wait. She said, girl, don't mess up my cake. Okay, Mama E, I will wait. So I'm going to wait, Vernell. But I love y'all. I'm going to clean up a little bit and continue prepping. Hey, you know what, Barbette? I was thinking about the carrot cake today. I bought a bag of carrots. And I was going to make a vegan carrot cake. Yeah, I made one once before. But I'm trying to perfect it. I'm going to make that vegan carrot cake. I'm going to do that. Okay. Well, I love you guys. Oakland? Vernell, you live in Oakland? That's right. I remember you telling me that. I have an aunt in Oakland, California. My daddy's sister. There's only 2 of them left. There's only 2 children left. There's 3 boys, 3 girls. All the boys are gone. And the oldest daughter, the oldest child passed away. And so the 2 youngest children are the 2 girls. Aunt Alma lives in Oakland. So I remember you telling me that, Vernell, that you lived in Oakland. That's where Aunt Alma lives. Yes. Oh, you say much healthier vegan? You said you was trying to say okay. Okay. So you're not from Oakland? Bonnie Thurman, I'm right here in Indiana. I live in Zionsville, Indiana, which is north of Indianapolis. I live in Indiana. But I was born in Texas. Bonnie, I was born in Texas. So you live in Muncie. Okay. Okay, you are in Oakland, Vernell. Okay. I thought I remembered you telling me that. But I wish y'all could smell these tomatoes and this vegetable stock. It smells so good. And it don't even have any seasonings in it yet. But I'm going to thoroughly rinse these vegetables, chop them up, start sweating them, and start adding them to this pot. And I have a lot of more vegetables to wash, chop up, and all of that. I've got to do the parsley. I've got to do For the stir fry, I have to do the asparagus. I've got to shuck the corn and cut all that corn off of the cob. I got some work to do, y'all. So I'm going to have to let you go. Okay? So, love all y'all. Do you make pesto, Miss Beverly? No, honey, but let me tell you. I don't know if you've seen my video about the pesto, the flatbread tomato sandwich with the pesto and the organic garlic chickpea hummus. You making me want to make one of those right now and eat it. But I just bought some more. Where is it? I just bought me some more pesto because I ate all the other one. This is Italian Gourmet collection of basil pesto. Okay. But I absolutely love pesto. No, I don't make it. But I'm sure you're going to tell me, Vernell, that I can make it. Can I make my own? I love basil, so. And the reason I got a bigger jar is because I'm going to boil me some pasta. Well, I'm already going to be boiling a boatload of pasta for these stir-fry orders. But what I'm going to do is set me some aside, and I'm going to toss it in this pesto. And then I'm going to take some nutritional yeast and sprinkle it on top. Chop up me some fresh tomatoes and some fresh red onion. Toss all that together, and I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it, and it's going to be good. What you say? I can read the ingredients off the back of the jar. Let's see what it say. Ingredients: sunflower oil, yes. Basil, cashew nuts, water, salt, potato flakes. Wait a minute. Oh, this is a problem, y'all. Because this particular pesto, this has milk, eggs. This is not vegan. The other one I had didn't have any milk and eggs. Wait a minute. I hope it didn't. Okay, so the other one. Oh my goodness. I did not realize it had Parmesan cheese in it. There's Parmesan cheese in this pesto. Which means there's milk. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Okay, Vernell, this is not vegan. I'm in trouble. I'm going to have to make my own pesto without the Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to have to put, well, some kind of vegan Parmesan cheese, or either I'm going to have to use the nutritional yeast. I'll be John Brown. Oh, well. I'm going to be vegetarian when I eat this, not vegan. Vernell, I'm so glad you told me to read the ingredients. I assumed pesto didn't have any dairy or anything in it. That was a big assumption. So I learned something tonight. Thank you, Vernell. Now listen, I got to get off here, y'all. I love y'all. They have a vegan cheese? Who does? Vegetarian is good too. Um, and yes, it is, Wise Warrior. Vegetarian is good too. Who has a vegan cheese? I mean, I know there are vegan cheeses out there, but this is, I've never seen a substitute for this kind of cheese. For Parmesan, I think this is Parmesan, other than nutritional yeast. Yeah, so it's not, it's at most Walmart's, but they fell off real quick. I can remember their name because I've seen it on someone else's channel. Okay, well, let me know. Yes, Daya, does Daya make Parmesan cheese? I know they make other cheeses, but I don't know that they make Parmesan. They make mozzarella. Okay, then I can look that up. I could check that out, Wise Warrior. See if they make a Parmesan cheese. If they make a Parmesan cheese, then Vernell's going to force me to start making my own pesto. So it can be vegan. Because these are not vegan. They definitely got the Reggiano, or however you say it, cheese in there. But I'll check it out. Daya does make several different kinds of cheese, but I've not seen them with a Parmesan cheese. So we shall see. I'll probably have to go to Fresh Time to find out. Y'all, that was good. It gave me that boost of energy I need to push on. Hey, Leslie, you just did catch me, girl. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I just made the chocolate cake and the chocolate icing. You have to go back and rewind. So hopefully you're doing okay this evening. I love all of y'all with all my heart and a piece of my liver too. But I do have to get off of here. Because I got a lot more cooking to do. And my girl say, who was it that said you stay so clean when you cook it? Oh, you on YouTube? Okay. Okay, that was something I told you to read. Yes, I'm so glad, Vernell, you told me to read the back of that jar because, girl, this pesto ain't vegan. Now I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna use it. But now I know. Oh, you on your TV now, Leslie? Okay. Okay, so you got a big old picture of me. You're on the television. I love that. I love to cast my videos on the television. It looks, I don't know, it just looks wonderful to see yourself on television. To see any of your videos on television. So I love y'all, and for those of you all who join us for virtual worship at 11 o'clock a.m. in Salem, we will be right there if the Lord says the same. And I see all those of you who ordered, you be picking them up after service, because we are in hybrid once again. We're back in our physical place, and we are still virtual as well. So, love y'all. Have a blessed, you too, Wise Warrior. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Vernell, for all your wisdom in reading. And this cake is probably just about ready for me to ice it. But I'm going to do some cleaning up and start prepping some more of these vegetables to go in this soup. and then this stir fry for in the morning. So love all y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye bye.